God's timing is not always our perfect timing. He may not work things out the way we planned, but He is working things out for the best. The harrowing effect of COVID-19 pandemic has changed everything globally. From the very basic routine way of living up to celebration of big and important events, everything has suddenly shifted to new normal. Focus, determination, perseverance. These are the few words that describe the champions of today's school year. They have just folded the page of another significant success as they continue their search for excellence and secure a successful tomorrow for themselves, for the community, and for the nation. Today marks another milestone of victory, a perfect timing for a very momentous day to feel jubilation and pride for once and for all. Today manifests that our Filipino learners are champions. At this very hour, we shall raise our heads up high and cheer together as we celebrate their humble victory. Dear parents and their graduating children who patiently waited for this remarkable day, this is the perfect time for you to reap the fruits of your labor. Itagay, Santa Praxedes Central School. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the first ever virtual graduation exercises of Santa Praxedes Central School Class of 2021 with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic.
God of joy and hope, we give thanks to you for this time of our graduation. Your spirit of wisdom has empowered our hard work and discipline in such a way that our hunger for learning has been nourished with knowledge, discovery, creativity, and determination. Let us walk in prayerful gratitude for the blessings that have made this moment real and filled with great potential. We pray for our families and our teachers who have sacrificed and worked so hard to see us to this wonderful moment. May your Spirit guide us as we unfold the next chapters of our lives. Dear God, may today be a memory as we embark on life's great adventure. Amen.
Our beautiful, young, and intelligent guest of honor and speaker, our school's Division Superintendent Orlando P. Manuel, Doctor of Philosophy, CESO 5, the Public Schools District Supervisor, Judith Domingo Baclig, Doctor of Philosophy, the Principal 2 of this school, Mrs. MYRELLE E. Agnier, our beloved Municipal Mayor, Honorable Esterlina A. Aguinaldo, the General PTA officers, headed by Mrs. Rachel J. Domingo, and other stakeholders, good morning. Let me begin with a quotation from Christian Larson, and I quote, "Believe in yourself and all that you are, something inside you that is greater than any obstacle." Our most awaited moment has now come. I may not see your faces, but I know we feel the same way. Exactly 16 months ago, we were requested to stay at home to be safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Closing of classes was about 2 weeks earlier. I did not know how to feel then, for summer vacation and activities were planned too. But part of the closing program was the awarding of medals and certificates to deserving and honored pupils. However, at the back of my mind, lurks a big question. Is it really this bad that we have to stay at home? A few days later, lockdowns followed. Little by little, I understood that the situation is really a big concern. Then June came. It was supposed to be the opening of classes, but teachers' webinars came one after the other. Announcements from President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtulis Brunes declared that the face-to-face mode of learning was not permitted and that the opening of classes is set on October to prepare the teachers for the new platforms in teaching the learners. It is evident that the Department of Education's concern is to continuously educate us. It never stopped finding solutions in order to education to continue and that no child is left behind. So that when classes finally opens last October, I was so happy and glad to study and work on my modules, for it was the only means we can learn during this pandemic. It was very different from what we were used to, being in the classroom with our teachers, who readily explains every lesson and answer our queries whenever we need them. Learning on our own is a challenge to our mental ability. I know most of us, if not all of us, had sought the help of more knowledgeable adults in lessons that is beyond our capability. Our group chat was also open though, so that our communications with our teachers is always available whenever we need them. However, I still miss those times when we prepare ourselves for competition, whether in academics or in sports, or school activities like scouting and all the activities that we used to do. I can only pray that somehow, things in our situation will go back to normal so that we can do all those activities again, as they are also part in the development of our talents, skills, and intelligence. Time had slowly passed unnoticeably. At last, our 6th grade is over, and here we are now, celebrating our graduation day. Virtual may it be, but at least we're still lucky, for on this day, we will be proclaimed graduates and are now ready to move on to the next ladder of education. So with this, I welcome each and everyone on this virtual graduation ceremony. Again, welcome, welcome, and welcome everyone.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Santa Praxedes Central School this school year 2020-2021, composed of 21 boys and 15 girls with a total of 36. I hereby request our Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of their requirements of these candidates.
I certify that these candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021, as presented by your principal, have fully satisfied the requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Program prescribed by the Department of Education. May I therefore request our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Shelo C. Tangan, to confirm the candidates.
By the authority vested in me as the representative of Honorable Leonor Magtulis Briones, Secretary of the Department of Education, through Orlando E. Manuel, Schools Division Superintendent, and having been presented by the school head and duly certified by the Public Schools District Supervisor that you have completed the basic requirements of the K-12 Basic Education Program prescribed by the Department of Education under the new normal, I now accept and confirm you elementary graduates of your prestigious school for the school year 2020-2021. Congratulations and God bless to you and to your parents.
It is with profound pride and honor that I will be conveying my message for our virtual closing exercises this school year 2020-2021. It has barely been a month since I am with you, so I am very glad that being new in your district does not mean I am different from you. This school year is the so-called new normal. We have been through tough times and equally tough tests, which we are not used to do. However, with your relentless efforts and dedication, we are able to cope up with the very difficult situation we are all in. On this day, I wish to extend my sincerest accolade to all our parents and stakeholders for their unwavering support to all DepEd Trust and programs, especially being the facilitators of learning at home. There are a lot of problems we know, but because of your love and care to your children, we are done with one school year which we did not notice has already ended. Our new normal system of education is quite different. Nevertheless, let it not be a hindrance for you, our dear parents, to give up on your children's education. The government is all support to us, so we must also do our part as parents, whom our children can rely on. It is hard, but let us do this for our children and for their bright future. To the virtual completers, graduates, and movers, congratulations! You have done a very great job at a very tough time and environment. I know you have spent sleepless nights just to answer and accomplish your modules and learning activity sheets and having to attend to your online classes. You have accomplished a very great thing in your education, having to do all the learnings on your own most of the time. To the teachers and school heads, for your selfless determination and dedication to go about your work, day in and day out. You never are afraid of the danger you face every day. We have an unseen enemy which we do not know when will it attack and where it is. The mere fact that you are always in your workplace spells the value of self-sacrifice. Above all, let us offer whatever we have accomplished to the greater glory of our Creator. Let us all pray that everything will already be right in the next normal. For all of us, please let us ponder on this year's theme, kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, which we should do our level best to improve and excel in all our educational process despite the pandemic we are still facing. Again, my warmest homage to everyone for a job very well done. Kudos to all.
Congratulations to our most unique batch of learners for the school year 2020-2021. To our graduates, completers, and honor students who will reap the fruits of sacrifices they have invested in this most challenging and most memorable school year, let this significant milestone of your lives be recorded as great achievement to be shared by your beloved parents who work closely with you this school year. Appreciation is also accorded to our administrators, teachers, personnel, internal and external stakeholders, and to the whole staff who work together to ensure your success. We also thank the Department of Education for insisting that education must continue in this brave new world. Thank you, Madam Secretary, Honorable Leonor Magtolis Briones, for the said battle cry. The theme of this end of school year writes, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, is very much fitting because you are the first batch to complete this school year as a brave group of learners during this school year. The future will always have a place for people who prepared themselves today and forge ahead with purpose and great intent to grow and serve. In diversity and adversity, we can find opportunities to reach out and build bridges of hope. In difficulty, the chance to be altruistic, and in challenges, reasons to learn and rise to the situation. Our country needs graduates and learners who will commit to uphold and enhance the best of what it has to offer as young citizens who are as patriotic as they are competent, skilled, and innovative. As we move closer to your aspirations for others and to do more, not only for yourselves, but also for your fellow Filipinos, continue to be connected with our divine providence. Again, congratulations to you, our dear graduates and completers. We wish all the best in your future endeavors. God bless, stay safe, stay healthy, mabuhay!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Addato John David Gulapa, Agamanos Nathalie May Campos, Agnier Kishore Saria, Agilio Rolando III Lacuesta, Aguinaldo John Limuel Pasikaran, Alvarado Sean Aaron Candido, Ancheta Darlene Day Ragsak, Angasing Kalay Zorina Agoliana, Balanay Kleinet Jade Storm Lamatao, Balanay Francem Franny Natividad, Balanay Christian, Carpio Carl Justin Gubatan, Costales Hannah Torres. De la Cruz Myrelle Ruby Ramos. Derla Giselle Gubatan. Dr. EJ Agcanas. Domingo Ivan Heinrich Juan. Domingo Junel Jr. Pagdilaw. Espirito Mark Ian Abdon. Gasmin X. Ryle. Gubatan Colinged Rivera. Jose Melody Francisco. Magudayan Wenji Castilico. Pagdilaw Hasen Gilbert Pancho. Pagdilaw Jaira Gail Calipho. Pagdilaw Sheila Jane Agnir. Pancho Rizel Novi Barria. Pasqua Floyd Emil Dave Ramos. Piano Alexander Ancheta. Kilon Joshua Juan. Kines Dana May Raful. Ramos Casey Angela Samiano. Rapadas Nico Shelo. Rosendo Roniel Pascual. Tagalikod Christine Grace Irasga. Tomas Jezreel Alaisa Agamanos.
Kalay Sarina Aguliana Angasing with high honors. She is the daughter of Mr. Luciano Angasing and Miss Gemma Aguliana. Kishore Saria Agnir with honors. He is the son of Mr. Philamor Agnir and Mrs. Madeline Saria Agnir. Darlene Day Ragsak Ancheta with honors. She is the daughter of Mr. Dario Ancheta and Mrs. Jezebel Ragsak Ancheta. MYRELLE Roby Ramos de la Cruz with honors. She is the daughter of Mr. Mark Robinson de la Cruz and Mrs. Mafelin Ramos de la Cruz. Ivan Heinrich Juan Domingo with honors. He is the son of Mr. Christopher Mark Domingo and Mrs. Rachel Juan Domingo. Dana May Rafol Quines with honors. She is the daughter of Mr. Danilo Quines Jr. and Mrs. Marian Rafol Quines. Jezreel Alaisa Agamanos Tomas with honors. She is the daughter of Mr. Marino Tomas Jr. and Mrs. Rodeline Agamanos Tomas.
Our beauteous, young but great achiever, guest of honor and speaker, our school's division superintendent, Orlando P. Manuel, Doctor of Philosophy, CESO 5, the Public Schools District Supervisor, Judith Domingo Baclig,
Doctor of Philosophy. The principal too of this school, Mrs. MYRELLE E. Agnier, our beloved Municipal Mayor, Honorable Esterlina A. Aguinaldo, the General PTA officers, headed by Mrs. Rachel J. Domingo, and other stakeholders. Good morning. 7 years ago, I entered the walls of this institution without thinking what lies ahead of me. Schooling was just like the normal trend of enrolling. When you reach the age of 6, groomed every morning in my fully ironed uniform, neatly band hair, and a homemade baon, excitedly shared with my newfound friends during recess. Working on tasks and assignments at night before watching Cardo made me realize the importance of education. That is why I need to burn my midnight candle. I labored to learn and began to desire to become the best in my class. I was even more inspired by a dream of a grand graduation, where I will deliver my speech after receiving my medal. But when the Department of Education released the memo about online graduation, I felt dismayed because of this pandemic. I felt dismayed and cannot help but feel frustrated. This world we are in now is far different from the one we were used to and have loved. Remember the times when we were grouped for a task to do, made our assignments together and review for a quiz? Those happy times we roam around after finishing a task? Gone were the days when we could freely go around without fear and no one to question. Great is the change brought about by this pandemic. However, this is not the end, but the beginning of our journey. The challenge is here for us to defeat. As our team says, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, fellow graduates, let's make this year's graduation theme a challenge that will serve as our guide as we move on to another step of the ladder of education, to develop and mold ourselves into a useful and God-fearing citizen. Let me borrow a quotation from Rob Liano that says, "Achieving success is a challenge, but so is struggling. So you may as well choose success." I am urging you then to strive for the best. Let's defeat failure and weakness by keeping ourselves updated and learned. Let us burn our midnight candles more, for only the knowledge we achieve will free us from poverty and ignorance. Let's enrich ourselves and be the best that we can. Daytoy ti kapintasan nga maisagot tayo, ken pangsubad kadagiti sakripisyo ken rigrigat dagiti naganak kada tayo. To you, Daddy and Mama, thank you so much for the love. If not for you, I should haven't seen this wonderful world. I love you so much. Tita Ching, you are one of a kind. I love you so dearly. Sika tinagbalin nga mestra, tutor ken silaw ko, iti kaawan ti face-to-face mode of learning. Your guidance made me at the top of my class, the batch 2020-2021. You equipped me with the weapon that I will use in my lifetime, my study habit and perseverance. Thank you very much. My teachers, who had always been at my back since the day I stepped into this institution to learn, my deepest gratitude. Thank you so much for inspiring me to do more. And to you, my friends, thank you for the good times. Happy graduation to all of us.
A blissful day, everyone. Aristotle once said, and I quote, "Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of high intention, skillful execution, and the vision to see the obstacles as opportunities. This adage is truly perceived as we reveal the life of our guest speaker, though she is not a stranger to us already. Today, I feel happy and privileged to unveil the proofs on how our honored guest and humble friend traveled the road to success. Her path was not always a bed of roses. It was actually strewn with trials and triumphs. But despite the odds, she was able to conquer her battles in life. These became essential additives that honed and seasoned every bit of her being. She emerged victorious over life's difficulties that chiseled her talents, skills, and intellectual prowess. Likewise, her humble beginnings also paved her way to the top. She was born in Santa Praxedes, Cagayan, second from the eldest among the 3 children of Mrs. Milagros Gamata Diza and the late Manuel Diza Sr., both of whom are natives of this municipality. She is married to Police Staff Sergeant Edward Mina of Santiago, Ilocos Sur. Her quest for wisdom and knowledge was addressed and enhanced through the different learning institutions she has gone through. Basically, the Santa Praxedes Central School as consistent honor pupil. The Santa Praxedes High School for her secondary, where she graduated as class salutatorian. She earned her bachelor's degree in criminology from the University of Northern Philippines, Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, and graduated as cum laude. She pursued his master's degree in the same university, her PhD degree at the University of Baguio, and her degree as Doctor of Public Administration from University of Northern Philippines. This impressive educational background drove her way to hit the most fulfilling profession. She started her career at the age of 20 years old at the University of Northern Philippines as instructor for 9 years until she was promoted as one of the Education Supervisor 2 of CHED Region 1, City of San Fernando, La Union. She is in charge with the following: criminal justice education programs, maritime education, public administration, agriculture and fisheries education, tuition and other school fees, and non-conventional education. She also performs administrative function as Supply Property Officer Designate and focal person on procurement, ISA typology, and ISO certification. She also provided technical assistance to the following government agencies like the Philippine National Police, NAPOLCOM, PIDEA, and other government agencies. She has been serving as a resource speaker, a trainer, facilitator in various trainings and seminars on the programs she oversees. She is a recipient of numerous citations, recognitions, commendations as resource speakers or trainers in different education programs, one of which is being one of the National Outstanding Criminologists in the Philippines in the year 2018. Her rise to her present position is a test of her diligence and dedication. Our honored guest and speaker believes in a saying that if you dream and aim for it, coupled with a strong will, perseverance, passion, and humility, you can succeed regardless of how many storms may come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor and privilege to present to you a multi-talented woman of the hour, a Regional Education Supervisor 2 of the Commission on Higher Education, Dr. MYRELLE Faith DIZA-MINA.
Our Diligent Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Orlando Manuel, the Active Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Shelo Tangan, the Hardworking District Supervisor, Dr. Judith D. Baclig, our very competent Mayor of Santa Praxedes, Honorable Esterlina Aguinaldo, our productive and flexible principal, my grade 1 teacher, my mentor, Ma'am MYRELLE E. Agnir, our esteemed teachers, inspiring class of 2021, loving and supportive parents and guardians, a blessed day to all. Agyaman ang unay ititsansa ang inyag niya ng agbalin nga guest speaker yu. During this memorable moment, iti pinagturpos yu iti grade 6. Congratulations, dear teachers. Congratulations, dear graduates, and congratulations, dear parents. Ngam sakbay kuman nga ibalikas iti mensahe para kada kayo, maragsakan na kunay kanyayo nga batch, na asidek ti pusok kanyayo, taapay nga ta. Who would have thought nga da kayo dagijog ubing idi nga agpukpukaw di sango ti balay mi nga mangdagas ken Lebron, ni ay babbarito kayo metten, agraraduar kayo metten, babbalasang kayo metten. Da kayo dagiti ubing idi nga tuktukunin ti lula na, malagip ko day dilula kuling. At damet mamang ditang agpukpukaw, nga agawid kan, malemen, taan nga rod ket madamati ay ayam. At dakatan Sam, ni Obama, ni Ryle, dagiti barkada ni Lebron idi nga kanayon iti balay, tatan di kayon malasin. Tapati pa ni Lebron nga barkada yu, nga batch yu, nataytayag pa yung syakon. When, da kayo dagiti ubing idi, ketatan, agraraduar kayon, lapustaan, at damit din ti crush yu. Who would have thought that life as we knew it changed so fast because of the COVID-19? Your team, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Adun iti nagbaliw. Ngem oray no kasta, life must go on. Education must go on, oray man mo narigat. Because the test of education now is APA, adaptability, flexibility, and agility. Adaptability is the capacity to cope with and capitalize on change, and the ability to recover when unforeseen events alter life plans. Idikit awid at panpanunutin yu, makawawidin kayon, tatta, agmalmalem nga da kayon iti unig ti balbalay yu. Ni mamang ken papang yu, isuda pa yen ti mestro ken mestrayo. Principal dapay, supervisor dapay, superintendent dapay, o di ba bakit daaninen? Ni ma'am ken sir, high-tech dametten, tas Zoom classes tayo metten. Flexibility. The capacity to switch one thinking based on the demands of a situation. Tatta, module tayon. Module, makungkunayo. At dapayen, iti Zoom classes en. Agility. No kasano kapaspas iti technology ita, dapat kasjay tayo met kapaspas nga agadap. Agile ka dapat. Agile na agile. That is the ability to gather information faster, to make authentic connections with the resources available today, such as interactive software, digital imaging, audio and video creation, LCD projectors, web tools. Ubing damagik man kanyayo, apa kayo mitlaeng, adaptable, flexible, and agile? Yes, of course, kasi nag-graduar kayo. My dear mentors, this is now the name of the game for quality education. We should embrace being an AFA, adaptable, flexible, and agile. Who would have thought, ma'am, sir, nga ili, mauma kayo nga aguungit inaldaw-aldaw, taad da dagiti pupils yu nga nabibingmig, tamay sa akmet idi, bingmig akmet. Tatan, uray yu lang met, mamis isuda. Haan nga ungtan, nga diket kumustain yu, tanuwen ken mabalin, surwan yu man kuman isuda, iti face to face. Taan na nga ron, mujol lata. Who would have thought nga dapayen virtual graduation? Da kayo ti umuna nga bat siguro nga ag virtual graduation. Baka pati panagitidan iti regalo, virtual metten. Bagayo kada ninong kaninang yo, uncle, auntie, kunayo, i-Gcash yo lang inin. Ay, sana all. Diba, ti tradisyon tayo after graduation, at dati pangan. Baka pati pa'y tata, virtual pa yin. Kasano? At dagtawag kanyayo ag video call. Bes, umay kan mga dito yung balay mi, dahil ito'y neti paalami. Yung bawal met, ag warawara ng ubing. O di, ag tilmon tayo latan. Ay, sana all. Who would have thought that Hollywood has been overtaken by the Korean wave? The K-dramas, the K-pop, the K-artists, the K-style. K na K, Korean na Korean. Anat tawag kadagitay sikat ita nga superstars nga Koreans. Dagitay kung kunatayo nga BTS, the Bangtan Syundan. Ay nakit, anyong sayo. Korean wave is becoming the star of culture in the world now. Ngem tatang aldaw, da kayo iti BTS. Apay nga BTS, da kayo ti batch 21 of Santa Praxedes Central School. Da kayo dagiti superstar haan laeng tatang aldaw. Nudiket iti dumteng tupay nga aldaw. Be the star. May I share this to you? The stars. Stars since ancient times are described forever, hope, freedom, and heaven. FH, FH. Laglagi po nyo, DJ, FH, FH. And we believe that falling stars make our wishes come true. Sino kanya yun tinakapadas nga nag-wish, idi adati bulalakaw, may saak deta idubi nga, uray tatta. Let us start with forever. Awan ti forever, ang kunayo. Ubing, you are forever. Forever in these four walls of SPCS. As you prepare yourselves for your next journey after leaving the portals of your alma mater, please don't forget to forever thank the people who have made you become what you are now. Your guardians, your aunties and uncles, dagiti gagayem nyo, kakapagyan nyo, nang runa-unay, dagiti naganak you can teachers you. All of them, I know, have inspired you and in one way or another, help you along the way to become BTS. Pa-heart sign man kanya dangarod, yes, I myself will forever grateful that I am a graduate of SPCS. Malaglagip ko unay ilit ibagbagada. Tun high school dadagita, di datay tun amamu kung kuna dagiti memestrayo, mestratayo. Hanyong aramiden dagiti ubing dita. Kanya, tatta, awan nak ditoy sasaadot nuhaan nga damam, nuhaan kadaser ita Santa Praxedes Central Schools. Okay? So stars are light that brings hope. Hope. When Da kayo ket silaw nga mangted tinamnama kadagiti nagannakyo. Iti pamilyayo ket mangnamnama nga someday agbalin kayong tumet nga star. Kada Steve Jobs ni Catriona Gray. Who would have thought that a dropout of Harvard University became a star in business and known to be the wealthiest man in the world? Isuna ni Bill Gates. Isuna ka dropout of Harvard University. Who would have thought that she became only the top 5 finalists in the 2016 Miss World, yet she became the star of the universe, the Miss Universe of 2018, Miss Catriona Gray. Yes, my dear BTS, you are hope. Hope in your family, in your community, and in our country. Malay mo, malay ko, malay nating lahat, agbalin kay ito nga superstar. Freedom. Express yourself freely. Amo yung ba no anat meaning na tinagan ti BTS? The name signifies to block out stereotypes, bullying, criticisms, and expectations that aim on adolescents like bullets. Yes, BTS, hanyo itulok nga dagiti negative things or happenings ti manglaped dagiti arapaapyo. Carry on. Be focused. Be confident. Be champions. Be the star in your own right. And one day, kung nang tumet tabagim, who would have to WWHT? Pustaan, adan tumangibaga kanya yung idi, eta, agang angod lang idi, ay tata, supermodel yan. Ay deta, anya lang mat idi, nagkutong, tata, wrestler gaya men. O di ngamin at din ko, we never know. And lastly, heaven above all things. Always remember God in heaven. Keep a prayerful heart because it is our Lord God who makes things possible for all of us. Always remember what God told us in the book of Jeremiah 29:11, and this is my life verse. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And God's dreams are far bigger than we could ever imagine ourselves. Batch 21 of SPCS, the BTS, be the star. Always remember, may forever, kayo ang hope, express freedom, and reach out to heaven. One day, dakay tumet ti agsaot sangwanan dagiti aggraduar dito eskwelahan tayo. Congratulations and mabuhay, Batch 21 of Santa Praxedes Central School.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming of. There's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is
Respected guest of honor for this year's virtual closing exercises, Dr. MYRELLE Faith DIZA-MINA, Most Esteemed Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Orlando E. Manuel, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent in charge of Congressional District 2, Dr. Cielo C. Tangan, the ever-supportive local chief executive of this municipality, Honorable Esterlina Ancheta Aguinaldo, our motherly and beauteous Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Judith D. Baclig, fellow teachers, lucky parents, dear graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, great morning to all. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought about many changes in the lives of people, in the workplaces, wherein the Department of Education was greatly affected. The delivery of basic education services completely and totally changed, but what matters is education still continues. Facing bulks of modules is over, and now that we are about to end the school year, Division Memorandum Number 132, Series of 2021, mandates us to have the contextualized conduct of the K-12 basic education program and of school year rights for school year 2020-2021 in line of the COVID-19 public health emergency. Inasmuch as face-to-face ceremony is not allowed, we are conducting this kind of graduation rites in order to ensure the protection of the health and safety of learners, teachers and personnel, as well as parents and other stakeholders. This is the reason why only the graduates, their parents or guardians, and teachers are present during these virtual rites. For the satisfaction of everyone, especially the graduates and their parents, and in order to make this very significant event memorable, this virtual graduation ceremony may be viewed anytime you want to through our school website, our Facebook page, and even in the YouTube. May I take this opportunity to thank all the parents and guardians of our graduates for their patience and support in teaching and guiding their children in the accomplishment of their modules. We know for sure it was never an easy task, but all the way you did it well. Kudos to all of you. We beg you to continue the same thing you have done as these children climb up the ladder of education. You have played a very crucial and great role, and I believe you can do better and more the school year ahead. To you, our dear graduates, continue to follow your dreams. Dare to be different. Step outside of your comfort zone. Nothing, and I mean nothing, develops in your own comfort zone. Challenge yourself daily. You all have unique qualities and gifts that you were blessed with. In spite of today's kind of society and pandemic that we are experiencing, in spite of many circumstances, in spite of how others will view you, be you. In the end, that will be the only thing that matters. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020-2021 and to your lucky parents. Good luck in your future endeavors. On behalf of the Santa Praxedes Central School family, I am extending our heartfelt gratitude to each and everyone for the success of these virtual graduation ceremonies. Thank you very much. God bless us all.